on tonight's matchup. For now, we're live at the pep rally, or the former site of. Shane Ewing, Cake News.
All right, thanks a lot, Shane. Cake team coverage of the Shockers on the road to the championship is going to continue now with Monica Castro. Guess where she is? She is standing by live Northeast Wichita at one of tonight's numerous watch parties. Hey, Monica.
Hey, I'm live at Dina's. We're about an hour away when the Shockers start against Notre Dame. Now, right now it's the calm before the storm. People are shortly getting over here. Not too packed as of yet, but today has definitely been Shocker mania all over town. Earlier this afternoon, Shocker fans gathered on Wichita State's campus outside the Radigan Student Center for a group photo. Fans decked out in black and gold tell me they're excited for this matchup against a powerhouse like the Fighting Irish. They say if the Shocks can play like they did against KU, they smell another victory.
I'm super excited. I'm ready to see the Shocks take on the Fighting Irish and, of course, beat them. Let's go, Shocks!
I think we can do it. I think, you know, we have the coach, we have the players.
I also think if we play like we played against Kansas, they won't have a chance. So I think we can handle them. The question is, are we going to play our best?
Once again, people I talked to earlier today on campus and in the bars have told me they are definitely really nervous about this game against Notre Dame, but they feel confident in their Shockers. Reporting live, Monica Castro, Cake News.
Thanks, Monica. Stay with Cake News for continuing coverage of the Shockers in the Sweet 16. We're going to return live to Cleveland. And later in the show, for what the players are telling Jake Schlegel about tonight's game. And, of course, you can always find the latest coverage on our web channel. That would be cake.com.
Investigators on the scene in Bel Air after a live hand grenade is found by workers restoring a home. Cake's Ben Jordan joins us live from Bel Air, where nearby homes were evacuated as the bomb squad worked to safely dispose of it. Ben?
Chris, the Wichita bomb squad entered this home behind me and safely removed that bomb around 2:45 this afternoon. Now, the homeowner tells me they removed it from the attic above his bedroom on the left side of this home. Now, he's lived here for 11 months and says he had no idea the bomb was inside. Now, law enforcement from several agencies responded to this call, and they have all left the scene. But here's a look at some of the video we shot earlier while they covered the block. It's a pretty crazy story how they found it. The home caught fire about a week and a half ago, and a rehab team was here around noon today to do some renovation work upstairs. Bel Air Police Chief Darnell Atterbury says what they found was not only rare for the small town of Bel Air, but really for anywhere.
The workers, they were going to go up and work in the attic, and they poked a hole in the sheetrock in the ceiling, and the grenade fell from the attic onto the floor.
Now, while these crews entered the home and safely removed the grenade, neighbors in every direction in the immediate area were told to evacuate, and the Sedgwick County Sheriff's Department asked the whole neighborhood to take cover at that time. Crews say after the bomb was removed, they searched for other devices, but the homeowner says they didn't find any. The homeowner tells me he lives here alone with his dog. He says he saw the bomb and actually picked it up, and he says it was a World War II era bomb that was very heavy. He says police have contacted the agency from whom he bought this house, and they're trying to track down who placed this bomb in his attic. Right now we're live in Bel Air. Ben Jordan, Cake News.
Thank you, Ben. Firefighters on the scene of a grass fire southeast of Towanda in Butler County. You're looking at a live image from what started off as a prescribed burn that got out of control. Crews from 3 fire departments are working to put out the flames.
Always tracking, always alerting, always protecting. Cake First Alert.
Prescribed burn that got out of control, a phrase you hear very frequently this time of year in Cakeland, unfortunately. Now, there's a little bit of rain that is falling from the sky, but the air is so dry and close to the ground, I bet it's evaporating. But look at this, just to the east of Greensburg, approaching St. John through Stafford County and Great Bend right now. Maybe a few sprinkles actually reaching the ground in Great Bend, and then that line extends up to just to the east of Osborne. This is the leading edge of some cloud cover, and again, basically a sprinkle chance that is returning to Cakeland. It's nothing but sunshine now here in Wichita. The weather bug camera at West and 13th, 54 degrees. We're getting an occasional gust to 16 miles per hour, but That's a lot lower than the gust that we had yesterday. 57 currently at Eisenhower, 59 in Hutch, 58 in Salida, 61 in Great Bend, 64 in Hayes. Notice how we've cooled back down into the upper 50s across northwest Kansas with those wind gusts occasionally in excess of 30 miles per hour. Now, for Wichita, we will start to see the clouds increase a little bit by 8 o'clock. I think 55 at 6, 54 at 7, 51 at 8. And overnight tonight, I can't rule out a very small chance of a brief sprinkle, but we are focused on the weekend. We're tracking a really nice one coming up.
Thank you, Jay. A stunning revelation in the investigation into the plane crash in the French Alps.
Investigators say it appears the co-pilot locked the pilot out of the cockpit and intentionally brought the plane down. The cockpit voice recorder picked up the screams of passengers and the sounds of the pilot frantically pounding on the door. The co-pilot, Andreas Lubitz, remained silent after hitting the button to bring down the plane.
He activated that button for reasons we do not know at all, but which can be analyzed as a willingness to destroy the aircraft.
Investigators so far have nothing linking Lubitz to terrorism. 3 Americans, by the way, are among the dead. Their remains still being recovered today. Back home, a 23-year-old student teacher at Wichita Heights High School under police investigation. Police say she is being investigated for inappropriate behavior and contact with students. No arrests have been made. A USD spokesperson says the student teacher is no longer at Heights and is a student at Wichita State.
The 2 men running to be Wichita's next mayor, both defending their record at a candidate forum today. New at 5 Cake's Brian Ramsdale says a recent attack ad was a hot topic.
Sam Williams was the first to place an attack ad against his opponent. He says transparency in voting records is vital.
But if we're going to run on our records, then I believe we make our records visible, and then we make our decisions based on those records.
Candidate Sam Williams insists that mayoral candidates need to show their record.
What we have done as a campaign is simply said, here's Jeff's record. You make your decision now based on that record.
Candidate Jeff Longwell didn't take kindly to what Williams said Longwell has done.
His shameful ads on my record.
Earlier this week, Cake News fact-checked the Williams ad.
Find out if the allegations are true in our Vote 2015 fact check.
Of the 3 accusations that reflect poorly on Longwell, 1 was misleading, 2 were true, but 1 of those was in the best interest of the city.
I'm happy to run on my record, and I'm happy to share my vision for the future. And that's the way our campaign's going to continue to operate. We're not going to try and stoop down to the negative campaigning that my opponent has done.
I apologize in any way if I've offended anybody by trying to expose and show how judgment works at times.
Now that campaign, it's heating up. We're told more ads are on the way. The election on April 7th.